The fans at Staples Arena cheered. "This rookie can. Zeng's definitely strong, and he came up and scored. The Suns' defense didn't look that strong. Why was it so hard to score before?" The fans on the field kept discussing it. Fans are very discerning, and they can naturally see how much of an impact Zeng Zhen has had on the Lakers. The Lakers were trailing by 14 points before Zeng Zhen took the court, but after Zeng Zhen's appearance, they are now down to a 6-point deficit. That's why fans always raise their cheers to the maximum when the camera is on Zeng Zhen. The screen also gave the timely Kobe's average data, with Zeng Zhen's average data of the first 2 games, are averaging 30+ points. This contrast makes fans cannot help but think, wait until Kobe come back, the Lakers' outside attack group will be how luxurious. Zeng Zhen also made a shooting celebration pose after scoring this goal and returned to the bench. The Zen Master had a smile on his face too. Zeng Zhen played almost perfectly once he came on, which goes some way to show that his adjustments were on point. "Zeng, great job, that's the way to play. I'm looking forward to you continuing to blow Steve away." Zeng Zhen also nodded. Having the encouragement from his head coach made him a little more confident. CCTV Studio. Zhang Wuping also laughed happily. "I told you, Zen Master should have replaced Zhen earlier. As long as Zhen on the field, then the Lakers' offense is not so ugly. Good job, Zhen, continue to play like this." Coach Sung said, "Yes, the Lakers went on a 10-2 run, and Zhen alone scored 8 of those points, and that kind of individual offensive firepower is also extremely explosive. Hey, Zeng Zhen is real use, taking points as soon as he gets on the field." The defense also showed some improvement and blocked one for Nash. Zeng Zhen is not playing like a substitute player at all, but rather like an all-star level player. It's still easy to play like this. On the Tiger Forum, fans also kept leaving posts discussing Zeng Zhen's performance during this time. After coming back from a timeout, the Sun made a personnel rotation. Eddie House, a 6'85" guard, replaced Nash. Eddie House is a player who projects more than he breaks down and can move his feet quickly, adjust his position and catch the ball for a shot. Suns offense. Eddie House came up for his first round, and after organizing a conduction wave, he quickly signaled for a single. Eddie House is directly going to challenge Zeng Zhen's defense. Zeng Zhen opened his hands with a stony face. Back-to-back crossover dribbles by Eddie House. After 3 in a row, Eddie House looked like he was going to combine for a shot. Zeng Zhen immediately rushed up, and it turned out to be a baifu. Eddie House tried to take advantage of the opportunity to break right, only his burst speed is not really fast. Zeng Zhen quickly moved across. Eddie House's breakthrough was blocked, and he forced a turnaround that wiped out Zeng Zhen, coming to the free throw line ready to hustle for the mid-range. It's just that Zeng Zhen didn't give up his defense easily and pounced on it. Eddie House had room on this one, but was also interfered with by Zeng Zhen. Frame. The basketball slammed into the basket and was corralled by Bynum. TNT commentator Barkley said, "Honestly, Zeng's defense is average, just a positive attitude." Miller laughed, "Isn't the key to defense attitude?" Laker offense. Zeng Zhen dribbles the ball up court. With this period of steady output, Zeng Zhen has also become the center of the field once again. Lakers players are automatically and consciously playing around Zeng Zhen. Instead of upping the tempo, Zeng Zhen slowly pushed forward. Now the Lakers players are not as good individually as the Suns players, and cannot play fast with them, so that they may be counterattacked to the direct defeat. The fans at the venue were chanting Zeng Zhen's name, they just wanted to see Zeng Zhen fight. Zeng Zhen dribbled the ball over and then gave it to Odom. Odom dribbles out and blocks Lagabelle while giving the ball to Zeng Zhen. Inside, the defense switched out to Dio. A meter away from the right three-point line, Zeng Zhen faced Dio's defense. The Lakers players quickly space the floor. Little hits, big mismatches. Dio is big, but he's also agile, and Zeng Zhen needs to fight with full concentration. Bang! 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 Zeng Zhen frequently adjusted his rhythm, combining change of direction dribbling. Dio was cautious about Zeng Zhen's three-point boost, so his center of gravity was very much up. Zeng Zhen tries a right side break but is stopped by Dio moving across. Zeng Zhen back dribbled and shifted smoothly to the left side, followed by an explosion of acceleration to pass Dio. Get in there! Zeng Zhen drew a pinch from the Suns' interior, and Bynum under the basket was wide open. Zeng Zhen gave the ball to Bynum decisively. Bynum gets the ball up for a two-handed slam. Frame 26-22. Bynum, nicknamed the Little Shark, has a very strong physical talent and is very efficient at finishing whenever he gets to the basket. Bynum came over and high-fived Zeng Zhen in celebration. Suns offense. House dribbles to the front court. D'Antoni on the sideline signaled for some stability. It wasn't a good time for the Suns offense. House gives the ball to Marion down low. Marion doesn't have a lot of offensive tools, but this time he used a turnaround to wipe Walton over to the basket. Marion drew Bynum to assist on defense and he inbounded the ball to Dio. Dropped in a layup to put the ball in the back of the net. 28-22. Nice shot. D'Antoni on the sidelines shouted. Give it to me. Zeng Zhen on the court did not ink, but quickly shouted towards Odom who served the ball. Odom also simply gave the ball to Zeng Zhen. Zeng Zhen directly took the ball and accelerated forward. Lagabelle gets back to full guard, this time without Zeng Zhen in close. Lagabelle is looking to see what Zeng Zhen will do this round. After crossing half court, Zeng Zhen realized that Lagabelle wasn't pestering him, and he wasn't inking at all. Adjusting to the rhythm, 2 meters from the three-point line, the logo rim position simply overshot the three-point push shot. After the first 2 games, now Zeng Zhen is very confident in his three-point touch, and he clearly knows that his fusion of Steph Curry has the ability to make ultra-long three-pointers. As long as his opponent gives him space, then he just strikes. The fans at Staples Arena along with the group of Lakers players on the sidelines were all wide-eyed and open-mouthed as well. That's a super long three. And it's regular time too. Nowadays, in this day and age, point guards who shoot this kind of ball are getting dinged up. But Sung Jin just pitched it. If Zeng Zhen hadn't been so accurate from 3 in the first 2 games, the Zen Master would have been unable to resist cracking up. But this basketball seemed to shoot through the sky. Swish. The sound of the basketball rubbing against the net was crisp and clear. 28-25. Ah. Fark, it really went in. This guy is awesome. It's all there. The fans instantly erupted into a huge cheer. It was like a mountainous tsunami. Zeng Zhen also made a celebratory gesture of drawing a bow and shooting an arrow. Extremely pretentious. Barkley also screamed, "OMG, OMG, this guy went straight logo out and hit it." Miller's mouth was also open and speechless. Apparently, this logo three-point routine out of the gate kind of broke his perception. Can you even shoot a 3 like that? All the major live broadcasts and forums in the country have also exploded. Bullshit, Zeng Zhen bullshit. Crap, it's all there, the logo position. Why does it look like it's so taken for granted? A scene of madness has appeared. Horrible. Zeng Zhen's 3 points are kind of scary. Fans have been talking about it in the threads. The first quarter ended quickly. The score was set at 33-31. Led by Zeng Zhen, the Lakers tenaciously brought the score back up. Zhang Wuping said, "The Lakers before replacing Zeng Zhen and after replacing Zeng Zhen are two teams. Zeng Zhen can easily change the Suns' defense, which makes the other players of the Lakers play comfortably, and in the second half of the quarter, it can be clearly seen that they have changed their attitudes on defense, and every one of them is very active." Sujikan said, "Yes, it's not the first time Zeng Zhen has done this. From the first game he broke out, you can see his offensive power, 3 consecutive three-point shots. He is like a god in heaven. As long as the opponent gives the opportunity, he will let the opponent be taught a lesson." The Suns bench on the sidelines. D'Antoni was constantly emphasizing the tactical setup. Don't give Zeng any three-point shots. Switch defenses when you're in coverage and don't even let him take a shot. Right now he's their most potent offense, and defending him will make this game easy for us. In the second quarter, both the Lakers and the Suns were now battling it out in the second lineup. Driven by Zeng Zhen, the Lakers players are playing with great exuberance. They are very playful on the defensive end, and then Walton and Vujasic both started to make three-pointers as well. On the contrary, on the Suns side, Nash is not there, and although House's individual attack is strong and has eaten to Zeng Zhen raw, he has no way to tandem the team. The score gradually went back in favor of the Lakers. D'Antoni also didn't ink Nash and put him on the court. There was just no way he could turn it around right away with the Lakers' momentum up, and playing on the road, the Suns players didn't look all that motivated. 5 minutes and 22 seconds. Odom held the ball at the top of the arc, and Zeng Zhen didn't linger after running from the back court, just kept starting runs with Lagabelle repeatedly. Lagabelle has been following Zeng Zhen. His speed and agility are good. Zeng Zhen one-on-one wants to run without the ball. To get rid of him is also difficult. As far as defending against no-hitters goes, Lagabelle's defense is pretty strong. Except that Zeng Zhen isn't just a guy who uses his teammates not just for coverage, but also to take advantage of his opponents. This time the Suns swung a zone joint defense. Zeng Zhen ran straight to the free throw line, first taking the initiative to drill into the middle of the Suns' defense. Dio and Marion tried to clinch Zeng Zhen at the same time, but failed to do so, and instead the two blocked Lagabelle's pursuit. Slightly delayed. Zeng Zhen ran the gap on the right side of the three-point line. Zeng Zhen got ready to throw the ball before catching it. As soon as Odom's ball arrived, Zeng Zhen didn't even need to devolve, he just raised his hand and pushed. The basketball made a wonderful arc. Swish. An arrow through the heart. The three-point shot pierced the net. BIU. Zeng Zhen did a shooting celebration pose as the Staples Arena fans continued to cheer. Lagabelle kept gasping for air as he looked at Zeng Zhen. This was a match where, although Lagabelle was nominally defending Zeng Zhen didn't even have a single hit on Lagabelle. Been tossing Lagabelle with all sorts of no-huddle runs. This defense feels too painful for Lagabelle to use powerfully. If he had sat down with Stevenson last game, the two would have had something to talk about. 4 minutes, 13 seconds. After a series of cover UPS and runs, Zeng Zhen got a chance to go one-on-one with Nash at the top of the arc. Nash's defense is much worse than Lagabelle's, and he doesn't put as much defensive pressure on Zeng Zhen. Zeng Zhen faces a persistent defensive pull from Nash. Bang. Bang. Repeated tearing. Zeng Zhen found a rhythm off the dribble, slightly staggering Nash's rhythm and shooting straight. It was a tough throw and not strictly a gap. But, swish! Zeng Zhen was able to score a goal. Nash was helpless with his hand held high. The fans at Staples Arena sent cheers. 3 minutes, 11 seconds. Vujasic fakes a shot from the outside before breaking through to split the ball to Walton. Walton breaks through again to split with Odom. Odom carried Marion and drew a pinch from Lagabelle before breaking point and then throwing it out to Zeng Zhen, who was a meter or so away from the three-point line on the right side. Zeng Zhen got an absolute blank. Though it's still a ways from the three-point line. Zeng Zhen is still out for three. Swish. Still there. This goal continues to light up the house. The fans at Staples Arena were in the midst of a frenzy. Zeng Zhen doesn't hit every three-pointer he takes, and after that over-the-top three-pointer, he missed 2 three-point attempts in a row. Fiery hands look slightly cooler as well. But after Zeng Zhen's hand slipped a little, the rest of the Lakers stepped up. Odom and Bynum kept pounding the Suns' interior for scores. The Suns were a little short on interior height and they were a little lax on the defensive end, which gave them a lot of opportunities. The first half ended with the score still at 55-65. The host Lakers are up by 10. CCTV Studio. Zhang said, "No one could have expected this game to go the way it did before the game, with the Lakers taking a double-digit lead at home." Coj Sung said, "Zeng Zhen changed the trend of both teams on the court. The Suns' defense against him was exhausted and they still couldn't get a hold of Zeng Zhen's offensive rhythm." Zhang Whooping laughed, "Good job, just play them like that. Let's see what kind of performance Zeng Zhen will still contribute in the second half." The Kardashians spent the entire first half in a variety of hijinks. Zeng Zhen and Odom sent out screams every time they scored a goal. Even if they are stars, they share pretty much the same emotions as the average fan. The Lakers gave fans hope tonight. Suns locker room. The team was in the middle of a deficit and the players were in a general mood. D'Antoni was also upset that the tables were turned on both teams after that rookie took the court. The Sun went from leading by double digits to trailing by double digits. Lagabelle is getting depressed from the beating. How else can he defend? D'Antoni is not a good defensive coach himself, and defending Zeng Zhen's ball less running makes him feel like a headache. We're not far behind. Keep the tempo up, play good defense, and we'll flip the score back in no time. Marion came out of his own accord, very rationally. That's right, we need to play our rhythm and style and not follow the rhythm of our opponents. Nash chimed in. Marion talking to Nash brought the rest of the Suns back to sanity a little bit. It's not just 10 points, they've tried it with more behind. D'Antoni also came out and said, "Raga, in the third quarter, I don't want to see that rookie make a three." Lagabelle said, "Okay. I'll take care of his singles, and I'll go up for a strong delay when there's a coverage encounter immediately." Lagabelle almost gritted her teeth. Lagabelle is ready to give Zeng Zhen an intensity boost and get to the body. Even with non-basketball moves? The second half of the game started soon after. Zeng Zhen partner made his debut. Although the Zen Master is a bit stubborn, he is not a fool. He can see how much the team is now relying on Zeng Zhen. Zeng Zhen made up for the lack of Laker firepower with Kobe's injury to some extent. Smash Parker is on the bench at this point. Looking at Zeng Zhen, Smash Park's eyes also grew darker. In the early days of Zeng Zhen's outbreak, he wasn't at all worried about his position, thinking that Zeng Zhen couldn't possibly threaten him. But after consecutive outbursts, Smushpox sensed a change in the Zen Master's use of personnel. Smushpox's playing time has been compressed. Although his time was compressed, there was nothing he could do about it, Who told Zeng Zhen to be stronger? The NBA is brutal like that, whoever is stronger then stays on the floor. After Zeng Zhen made his debut, he was also subjected to all sorts of minor pulling defenses by Lagabelle. Lagabelle gives more intensity. Zeng Zhen's chances have become fewer. Although the chances became fewer, Zeng Zhen's constant running kept the Suns' defensive formation changing. More opportunities for the rest of the Lakers. Walton all but broke through a couple of times by taking advantage of the gaps in the defense that Zeng Zhen had opened up. Nash tried to pick up the pace to bring them up to speed, but was helpless as Bynum played very well today, delivering multiple fireworks on the defensive end. The Suns' perimeter was a little off again on the road. The third quarter came with 22 seconds left. Zeng Zhen continues to encounter Lagabelle's death-defying defense. Lagabelle had Zeng Zhen pulling on his jersey, but the referee didn't blow it. Zeng Zhen gestures towards the referee, who ignores it. Zeng Zhen continued to run the ball, got around Bynum to cover, and Odom gave the ball to Zeng Zhen. Lagabelle reached out and came straight for Zeng Zhen. Zeng Zhen this time also smart, directly two-handed big loop fishing Lagabelle, decisive shot for a long-distance 3 points. Beep. The move would have been too big and the referee still whistled. But. Bang. Lagabelle got tangled up with Zeng Zhen and they both fell down. The two stood up and then sprayed right back at each other. Fark. You want to fuck rookie? Come on. The two look like they're going to clash further. Bynum came quickly with Odom. Suns players have been coming over as well. Both sides pulled their respective players away and the clash didn't get up further. Zeng Zhen stepped up to the free throw line. Swish. 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 This solid 3 free throws by Zeng Zhen helped the Lakers lead to as many as 15 points. After this foul, Lagabelle did tighten up a bit. Obviously he knew that if he rashly laid a hand on Zeng Zhen, he could easily be fouled, which would also be more than worthwhile for the team. The score came to 85-100 after 3 quarters of play. In the fourth quarter, the Sun kept mounting a comeback, but the Lakers' entire team continued to have hot hands, and they kept putting in some difficult lucky shots, which made the Sun up and down very helpless. The final score of the game was set at 115-120. The Lakers narrowly defeated the Suns at home. Zeng Zhen played 33 minutes in this game, hitting 3 of 6 from 2-point range, 8 of 14 from 3-point range, and 6 of 6 from the free throw line, combining for 36 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, and 1 turnover. Odom had 22 points and 11 rebounds, Bynum had 25 points and 13 rebounds, Walton had 13 points, 4 assists and 2 rebounds, and Vujasic had 10 points. Aside from Zeng Zhen playing as well as he did in the first 2 games, everyone else has found their rhythm. Of course, that has a bit to do with the Suns' slump tonight. Suns stats: Nash had 21 points and 15 assists, his engine roll remains untouchable and the Suns' offense always looks pleasing to the eye with him in the mix. Marion had 14 points and 8 rebounds, Lagabelle 10 points, Dia 22 points and 12 rebounds, and Barbosa 12 points. The Suns are missing a junior and are at a bit of a disadvantage against Bynum on interior offense. Bynum is talented and always gave them a big disruption at the rim, and while Dia scored 22 points, he used 24 shots, and he was on the inefficient side. Zeng Zhen still proved to be a very reliable shooter on this night with his consistent 3-point shooting. If he is given the opportunity, he will be able to take it. I have to say, the Lakers really picked up the slack. 3 consecutive 30-plus, playing like this, Zeng Zhen will be the best rookie at the end of the season. Crap, 8 more 3-pointers, the Sun is shot speechless. Sun still doesn't know enough about Zeng Zhen and has given him too many chances. Zeng Zhen has a good range. The fans are talking about it.